the USC Trojans. Today, an in-state battle between a couple of teams from the state of California, both hoping to claim a golden victory. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulldogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play. That's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Takes the handoff. It's cooked. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere. And they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Strachan. On the move at the 30. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
The Trojans are on the move. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
So Fresno State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and we've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the ground, it's Bryant. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. He wants to change this route. The toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Pulls it in, it's Cook. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Strachan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quick pass on the fly motion. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Sticky. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Fresno State right back to the line. He'll keep it himself. There's a high football. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after sought-after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. That's peeled in. It's Lemon. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Up-tempo for the offense.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. He's going to come up a couple of yards short in the 1st down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Trojans are rolling down the field, making side adjustments here. Trying to get the edge on the right. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Punts it out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Here we go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
2-9 Philly.
They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by just 1 over New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Clement. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Going for it all. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Turning it on. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch. It's Cook. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
He's going to let it go. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on target this time. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, and they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Caught in the backfield. It's Rivers. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Mayava. Caught over the middle, it's McClain. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's complete on the right side. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking for room, it's Jordan. Maybe picked up a couple, he's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Rivers. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Clement. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Ready up.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking...
Converts on 4th down, still going. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Toledo. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete out of the backfield.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to beat the D deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Mayava. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's taking a deep shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He will not get it. The fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. A great place to start for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. The short hands. It's Jordan.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Spits it out to the back. This time he's got it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They're still firing away even with this lead. Snagged out of the air. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work out throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been...